All suffering originates from craving, from attachment, from desire. Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, shit. What'd I do? Okay. Genesis 2:24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. I think in the Marseille, the fellow with the two women, one could be his mother, and the other the potential wife, because when the son is at home, his mom's doing his laundry, he's living under a household that's already been established, and when he moves on with this new person to create a new family, it could be hard. She might not know how to cook. She might not know how to run the household. It may or may not work. She may or may not be able to produce a son, which God knows, if we can't get a son, why should we marry? So that's something that I don't hear anybody talking about. But again, the whole Genesis thing, you leave your home and cleave to your wife. And they're Christian allegories. They just are. Hello, YouTube. This is Tammy Pie, and I'm back with another video in the series Top Tarot Trumps, which was created by our own Masha at Musings by Masha. Today we're going to discuss the lovers. And I am a Gemini. Despite Real Sky, I'm still a Gemini. I still feel like a Gemini. I grew up being a Gemini, so Gemini I am. So the lovers has always been a particularly close card for me. I would quickly like to show you a deck that is not going to have the lovers in it, because it is the Sacred Union Oracle by Lisa de St. Croix, who did the St. Croix Tarot. And here we have the Sun and the Moon, Ishtar and Tammuz, Athena, Owl and Medusa, Demeter and Persephone. This is all different kinds of deep connections. Sappho and Irina. Oh, here's a good one. Baron Samedi and Maman Brigitte. Neptune and Thalassia. The Black Madonna and Child. So there's all kinds of different ways. Izanagi and Izanami. Danu and Cernunnos. Wiwa, Two-Spirit. Cool. King Arthur, Guinevere, and Lancelot. Oh, that one came out not so good, right? Okay, so that is the Sacred Union Oracle. And it does have in it, is this it? Eros and Psyche, right? Okay. Out of the way, and let's talk trumps and key 6. All right. So I had to chill. I had to subtract some cards. I had to calm down, calm yourself and take some out. And really, it's just, I get excited and I see different ways, like the oracle I just showed you, that the lovers would come together. Different ways, like in this one from the Pacific Northwest Tarot. We have two little foxes playing in the springtime, I'm sure, because they are irresistibly drawn to one another. It's instinct. We all, every creature from the cells up, wants to procreate. And it is irresistible for these animals to find each other, and many of them mate for life. So in the tarot, we are generally looking at Abrahamic myth, right? So of course you're going to see, as we do in the Daniloff Tarot, a vision of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Here's the two trees. The snake actually looks kind of wolfish, but that's the snake, right? And rather than an angel, we have the all-seeing eye here. So that's pretty cool. Then you look at, okay, well, let's look at the Klimt Tarot. The kiss. This deep adoration wrapped around one another, almost creating a whole nother world, right? So it's a man cleaving to his wife, becoming one flesh. And then you have things like this from the Marielle Tarot. Opposite forces. You have an older white man and a younger black woman. And here you've got the angel up above. And they're so drawn to one another that they become one thing. And if you think about the red around the edge, it's a passionate embrace. All right, so let's get to the more, the deeper ones, okay? Let's talk about this one. And this is from the Zirkus Magi, Tarot of the Zirkus Magi. You got your angel and your man and woman. This I find particularly close to my heart because I like the idea of one side being the clown and the other side being the beautiful bearded woman. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he's a clown. It doesn't matter that she has a beard. They love each other so much that he's placed her on a pedestal and she's willing to sit on that pedestal for him. Love that card. Let's get into the Masonic Tarot, or Tarot Symbolique Masonique. And this is getting into kind of a Star of David type thing, where you have the fire and water aspect, the night and day aspect. If there was no night, would we celebrate day? If there was no day, what would night be? It would just be the way things are, right? We also have this figure here is kind of dancing. So sowing her wild oats. And this figure here is doing the work. Okay? So this shows the Lovers as kind of a balancing act. Because there is this, there is also that. And if not for this, there would not be that. Like that one. Here we have from the Tarot Sevenfold Mystery. And this is Robert M. Place is looking at the typical Marseille idea of the guy in the middle having a choice. Does he go with the girl with the what is it, olive leaves in her hair? I think it's something else, but we'll call it an olive wreath. That will bring peace to his country if he marries her? Or does he go for the super sexy young girl who's going to want to have fun and be more enjoyable? Which one can he stick with? And which one is the better choice? Okay? And then here we have Cupid, who, because this is a major arcana card, it very well may be that he doesn't actually have a choice, that the choice is made for him by other alternate forces over which he has very little control. He might force it with the will to try and make things work, but in the end, his appetite may take over. We'll see. We'll see what Cupid does to him. All right, and finally, because when I think of major arcana, I often, what pops into my head is the Thoth. Okay? So the Thoth has a picture of the alchemical wedding. So we have all this stuff, right? We've got Cupid here. We've got a guy performing a wedding. We've got the king and queen here. Note the king is black, the queen is white. He is the sun, she is the moon. The red lion and the white eagle. And the Orphic egg. So this alchemical wedding is the merging of two things to become something else. The alchemist is merging these two things until they become something else. And it connects with the art card, which is Temperance. Interestingly, usually you think of Lovers cards that are connected to the Devil card because they show different versions of these two people in chains, or not in chains, just making a choice. Here we see the eagle has turned red, the lion has turned white, and this has become a two-headed creature. So we've made something new and different. I mean, it's kind of getting into Temperance, but Temperance is another card where people have different ways of looking at it, don't we? So I think that's it. I think that's it for my Lovers edition. And I have an unboxing. We'll come back with that. All right. Thank you for coming.